अमी च त्वां धृतराष्ट्रस्य पुत्रा सर्वे सहेवावनिपालसङ्गै भीष्मो द्रोणः सूतपुत्रस्तथास्तौ सहास्मदीयैरपि योद्धमुख्यैः वक्राणि ते त्वरमाना विशन्ति दंष्ट्रकरालानि भयानकानि केचिद्विलग्ना दशनान्तरेषु सन्दंशन्ते चूर्णितैरुत्तमाङ्गैः अमी च त्वां धृतराष्ट्रस्य पुत्रा सर्वे सहैवावनिपालसङ्गै भीष्मो द्रोणः सूतपुत्रस्तथास्तौ सहास्मदीयैरपि योधमुख्यैः वक्राणि ते त्वरमाना विशन्ति दंष्ट्रकरालानि भयानकानि केचिद्विलग्ना दशनान्तरेषु संदंशन्ते चूर्णितैरुत्तमाङ्गैः अमी च त्वां धृतराष्ट्रस्य पुत्रा सर्वे सहैवानपिलासङ्गै भीष्मो द्रोणः सूतपुत्रस्तथासौ सहास्मदीयैरपि योद्धमुखैः वक्राणि ते त्वरमाना विशन्ति दंष्ट्रकरालानि भयानकानि केचिद्विलग्ना दशनान्तरेषु संदंशन्ते चूर्णितैरुत्तमाङ्गैः Ami, all those. Cha, also. Tvam, you. Dhritarashtraya, of Dhritarashtra. Putraha, sons. Sarva, all. Sahayeva, along with. Avanipala, warrior kings. Sanghaye, with the groups. Bhishmaha, Bhishmadev. Dronaha, Dronacharya. Sutaputraha, Karna. Tatha, also. Asavu, that. Saha, with. Asmadiyai, our. Api, also. Yodha Mukhaya, chief among the warriors. Vaktrani, mouth. Te, yours. Toramnaha, fearful. Vishanti, entering. Damstra, teeth. Karalani, terrible. Bhayanakani, very fearful. Kesit, some of them. Vilagnaha, being attacked. Dashanantareshu, between the teeth. Sandrayante, being seen. Shurnityaha, smashed. Uttam Agni, by the head. Uttama Agni, Angaha, by the head. All those also, you of Dhritarashtra, sons, all, along with warrior kings, with the groups, Bhishmadev, Dronacharya, Karna, also that, with our, also chief among the warriors, mouths, your fearful, entering teeth, terrible, very fearful, some of them being attacked between the teeth, being seen, smashed by the head. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with their allied kings, and Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and all our soldiers are rushing into your mouths. Their heads smashed by your fearful teeth. I see that some are being crushed between your teeth as well. Purport. In a previous verse, the Lord promised to show Arjun things he would be very interested in seeing. Now, Arjuna sees that the leaders of the opposite party, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and all the sons of Dhritarashtra and their soldiers and Arjuna's own soldiers are all being annihilated. This is an indication that Arjuna will emerge victorious in battle despite heavy losses on both sides. It is also mentioned here that Bhishma, who is supposed to be unconquerable, will also be smashed. So also Karna. Not only will be the great warriors of the other party like Bhishma be smashed, but some of the great warriors of Arjuna's side also. So my realization is that we see here that Arjuna can see all that sons of Dhritarashtra, their kings, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, all rushing in Krishna's mouth and their head smashed. So here we can understand that every plan is made by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So here we can understand that every plan is made by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he is so kind and merciful that he wants to give all credit to Arjun, his dearest devotee. So who later will be carry out his plan according to his desire through devotee, his devotee Arjun. So we should move our life in such a way that we should be always in the Krishna consciousness and understand the position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead through our parampara system and through our association of the devotees and our spiritual masters and Srila Prabhupada's books. So Krishna is maintainer and object of worship for devotees and the destroyer of the undesirables. So devotee glorifies the Lord because devotee knows that whatever he does is good for all. But the non-devotees like demons and atheists always fearful and will not be praise God. They will not praise God, Lord Krishna. Even in further, we can see that in our further chapters, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11, verse 36, we can see that all demons and atheists, out of their natural fear of the devastating form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they fled. So our actual position is that of we should be always in the eternal servant of the Lord. And in serving the Lord, we become the liberated servant of the God. So whatever he desires, whatever the Lord desires, he can bestow upon his devotees, like what we have seen here. He wanted to make Arjuna as a warrior or as a winner. So he has bestowed, first, initially he was not ready for the war, but once he has showed that everything is been controlled and everything is done by him. So later on, Arjuna has agreed to fight for the in the warrior, as a warrior. So here, Lord is the friend of everyone, and he is especially inclined to his devotees. He is the controller, and he is the material nature of all living entities. And he is control of this material nature of the living entities. So Arjuna, after hearing Bhagavad Gita from Supreme Personality of Godhead, became free from illusion. So he could understand that the Krishna was not only his friend, but he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he understood Krishna factually. So we have to follow in the footsteps of Arjuna and understand the Krishna. Then our life will be happy and successful. This is my realization. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Supan Prabhu, for your nice realization. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Ami chatvam vidashasya putra सर्वे सहैवावनिपालसङ्गै भीष्मो द्रोणसुतपुत्रस्तथैस्तु सहस्मदीयैरपि योधमुखैः वक्त्राणि ते त्वरमणा क्षन्ति दंष्ट्राकरालानि भयानकाले केचित् विलग्ना दशनान्तरेषु सन्द्रस्यन्ते चूर्णितैरुत्तमाङ्गैः I'm just going to read the translation. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with their allied kings, and Bhishma, Drona, and Karna, and all our soldiers are rushing into your mouths, their heads smashed by your fearful teeth. I see that some are being crushed between your teeth as well. So, here we are discussing Bhagavad Gita chapter 11, the universal form, and this is verse 26 and 27. And in the previous verse, we saw that Arjuna was bewildered by seeing the death-like faces and awful teeth in this universal form that Krishna revealed to Arjuna. So after that, then Krishna is showing Arjuna that actually who has to be fearful. And this discussion is taking place when Arjuna was not wanting to fight. And so Krishna is explaining to Arjuna that why he should fight. And as Sopan Puji mentioned also that, that the Lord wants to give the credit to the devotees. So what Krishna is showing here to Arjuna is that the annihilation of all these parties, allied parties who are opposing Arjuna in the war, are all going to be destroyed. And they are going to be destroyed by, that is Krishna's plan. So it's a kind of assurance also. And then it's also that indication that this is going to happen anyway. So Arjuna is actually just an nimitta matra for that. And in our lives also, either we can have our own plans and we can try to make those plans, or we can try to hear what is Krishna's plan and try to follow that and make our life successful. So for example, Krishna consciousness is going to be spread whether we participate or we don't participate. It is going to be spread for the next 10,000 years. There's no question about it. So I was thinking as a prayer, we can pray that can we be please a part of this spreading of Krishna consciousness. So we are nimitta matra also. I mean, that's a realization that I had, that there is Krishna's plan, how we make our plans which are conducive to Krishna's plan, and how we can pray to Krishna that we can be a part of his plan and be able to take some benefit from there. And Krishna is very kind to anyone who prays very sincerely. So that was one realization that I had. The other realization I also had was that if you look at the names of all the great warriors, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, they are the examples of people who cannot be annihilated ordinarily. So Bhishma had the boon of having death as per his will. And they are all very powerful. And yet they will be annihilated because they were on the wrong side of Dharma. So Krishna is giving an assurance. This is another quality of Krishna. And in our lives, we also realize this, that at this juncture, Arjuna is at this juncture of his life where he has to make a very important decision. It's a question of which way should he go. And Krishna is giving the assurance to him that, you are going to be victorious in this, because we are not saying, we can see in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says that both sides of the soldiers will be crushed, but it doesn't say Arjuna and the Pandavas will be. So that means it's an inference that they will be successful. So it's a assurance. And Krishna also gives us assurance a lot of time in our lives when we go through difficult times in our life. It's only that we should be able to gather that strength and understanding to hear Krishna when he's giving us that assurance. So this is very, very nice, and it's very loving, because this is what, because Arjuna and Krishna are also friends. And Srila Prabhupada says, that Krishna, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, agreed to be the Parthasarthi, charioteer of Arjuna. So Arjuna is also not ordinary. There's no question about that. He's a pure devotee. He's a friend of Krishna. And that's what friends do. Friends give assurances. And what if your friend is a Supreme Personality of Godhead? Then, you don't have to worry about anything. So I remember even as a child when we heard the story, I remember this specifically when I was told, narrated the story by my mother, that, she used to ask me the question, why, first of all, Arjun chose Krishna, and then Duryodhan chose the army of Krishna. And then why did Arjun win? Because Krishna was with him. So it's very, very important. It's a very early lesson that if Krishna is with you, then there is nothing to fear. And this is what Arjun is also demonstrating and helping us understand. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you, Amrish Prabhu, and Purna Krishna Mataji and Krishna Samarpan Prabhu, to giving us this opportunity to share our realization. Also, Supam Prabhu and Purna Prabhu Mataji, thank you for sharing your nice realization. I'll try to say a few things, what I understood from this verse. Chapter 11, verse 26 and 27. अमी च त्वां धृतराष्ट्रस्य पुत्रा सर्वे सहीवावनिपालसङ्घे भीष्मो द्रोणसुतपुत्रस्तास्तो सहास्मदीयैरपि योधमुख्यैः वक्त्राणि ते त्वरमाणा विशन्ति द्रष्टा करालानि भयानकानि केचिदिलग्ना दशनान्तरेषु सन्दृश्यन्ते चूर्णितैरुत्तमाङ्गैः. Right. So from this verse, what I realize is, as that if Krishna wants to kill someone, no one will save them, and if Krishna wants to save someone, no one can kill them, and everything will happens according to the Krishna's will only, and we have to accept it. Here Arjuna looks so fearful by seeing his all family members are rushing into the Krishna's mouth. Um, and from this scenario, and as mentioned in the purport, that by this, it is a fact that Arjuna will definitely win the battle. So from this, what I realize is Krishna is always protect to his devotees. Only we need to fully surrender unto him. So we do not need to fear for anything. As Purna Prajna Mataji mentioned here, that that we came so many times in so many difficulties, but we have to gather all those uh, our bhakti, or that that we should fully trust on Krishna, and definitely Krishna comes and save us. And I also personally realize many times that happens, that so many ups and downs comes and difficulties come, Krishna come and protects. He showed us way to come out of the difficulties. It's many times we discuss our no matter it's how Krishna come and solve our problem. Many times we discuss our problems with Amrish Prabhu and Mataji, or sometimes our family members, and then we take the guidance, and it's like Krishna's mercy that we are in good, our good WECAN family, under the WECAN family members, and then we have this opportunity, to come into the shelter of Guru Maharaj. And then, as Supan Prabhu also mentioned here, that that we are under the Guru Shish Parampara, and that is really good. So I just feel that when Krishna is with us, we don't need to fear for anything. So this is my realization from this verse. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much for your wonderful realizations. So this is very nice, Although it may seem very obvious and one cannot speak much on the subject, but one can speak on so many points. So thank you very much for your realizations. What is the translation? All the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with their allied kings, and Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and all our soldiers are rushing into your mouths, their heads smashed by your fearful teeth. I see that some are being crushed between your teeth as well. So the 83 onward, the translation is changed. All the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with their allied kings and Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and all other our chief soldiers also are rushing into your fearful mouths, and some I see trapped with their heads smashed between their teeth. So this is in continuation with the previous verses where Arjuna is seeing the universal form of the Lord. And as we have discussed, that the universal form of the Lord is very ghastly. Just like we see nature, we think nature is green. So nature is very green. Back to nature, we see greenery, we see clouds, we see green fruits, etc. But actually, nature is not green, nature is red. There's constant destruction going on and constant production going on. Both are happening simultaneously in the nature. Living beings are dying, living beings are alive. It's just that we are disconnected from nature, that's why we do not know these things. Just like your farmer knows that he cannot sow the seeds until the snails have been killed, the slugs have been killed. The farmer knows that the soil in the farm, a tablespoon of soil contains billions of bacteria, alive, living beings. And we walk on it while we are planting the seeds. We're cutting them, walking over it, killing all of them. We just think that, okay, maybe the grass has got life. We don't appreciate the living beings living under the grass, in the soil. We don't care about this. Destruction is constant. Production is constant in this material world. According to one's karma, people are born, people enjoy, people suffer, they're happy, they're sad, and they die. Next birth. Death. Birth. Death. So nature is a combination of all these things. In between, just for a few seconds in the scale of time, we are alive. And that too, in higher planets, the scale of time is not in few seconds. It's not even existing. If you go to Lord Brahma's planet, we just say Hare Krishna, so many millions of lifetimes are finished, cycles are finished on earthly planet. So this is the reality which Arjuna is seeing here. He is seeing that not only the Kauravas are dying, he also saw the Pauravas dying too. His own family, his own um, soldiers are dying, generals are dying, although they were on the right side. Because death is sure. Nobody can avoid that. Nobody can say that, okay, I'm now not going to die. It doesn't work. You see? Arjuna saw the ghastly truth. We also see the ghastly truth at the time of death. So intelligent people, as Guru Maharaj says, we should have the art of foreseeing our position at the deathbed. Then we'll become very serious about our bhakti. Till the time we are too busy running around, maintaining ourselves, being happy, being sad, or trying to be detached, we don't understand that we are dying. And this moment is not going to come again. So these programs that we have are forced activities that we do by which we come and study at least. We come and associate at least. Otherwise, it is guaranteed that we'll find a lot of work to be done in this time today. So busy all of us are. We could do so many things, including wasting the time. We don't realize it, how much time we waste. So this is a real death. And when we are awake to reality that this material body is diminishing, this material body is not permanent, that is when we become very serious. And that's when the eyes open. That's what's happening to Arjuna. His eyes are open and he saw that not only the Kauravas, the Pauravas also are dying. Everybody is dying. They are trapped miserably. And they cannot come out of between the teeth also. They're attached. They're even attached to the teeth, So it is a wake-up call to Arjuna. And to Arjuna, Sanjaya saw the great, and Sanjaya narrated this to the Dhritarashtra, which was in turn narrated by the great Vyasadeva, and Lord Ganesha wrote the whole Mahabharata in one go. And here we are studying that Mahabharata. Just see. It's such an important source of knowledge that you require the knowledge to be understood and given as it is. What Arjuna heard without interpretation from Krishna is what he spoke, and what was seen by Sanjaya without interpretation, Sanjaya saw it and narrated to his master Dhritarashtra, which was seen by Vyasadeva narrated and heard by Vyasadeva narrated to Lord Ganesha, who in turn wrote. The Sanskrit is perfect. Interpretations vary. In Kali Yuga, this is going to happen. Everything will be interpreted. Everything is going to be killed. So please, it's a wake-up call for us. We become serious. That's the purpose of this verse. This is what I understood. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Would anyone like to say anything? Any share the realizations or ask any questions? Please feel free.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I got just one question. Here, what Arjuna sees that Lord Krishna is inheriting Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and all the sons of Dhritarashtra. Well, that means he's killing Lord. But normally, the Yamraj is like giving the punishment to death. Normally we say that death personified is done by Yamraj. So why here the Krishna is giving that punishment? That's my question.
No, Krishna is not giving punishment. Krishna is killing them. Krishna
Yeah,
is death. Yamraj gives punishment after the death.
Okay. But here he's he's killing them indirectly. I mean,
when you kill, when we are going to die,
yeah.
Is Yamraj going to come and kill us?
No.
So Krishna is in the heart. Then what is the question? I don't understand. You're confusing between the death, which Krishna is killing, and Yamraj who awards punishment after the death.
Okay. Now I got it now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Okay. Anyone else want to say anything before we finish today? Okay, so thank you very much. And Krishna willing, we will have a program, a Kirtan program, Yugadharma program this Saturday from 11:30 to 1. Okay. Hare Krishna. Jai Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is ki Jai.
Jai.
Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.
Jai.
Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai.
Jai.
Srila Gurudev ki Jai.
Jai.
Word to word synonyms, translations and purport for Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai.
Shri Shunitai God Chandra Premanande, Hari Hari Bo.
Hari Hari Bo.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.